Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news, so let's get straight to it. The very first thing that I want to tell you guys about is actually from the Beasts of the Mesozoic, and we have a look at another prototype in progress when it comes to the paint job. We've got a look at the Achillobator, and man does this look awesome. Again, he is just completely spoiling us with these incredible figures with incredible paint jobs. I've recently been pretty much raving about how much I love the Utah Raptor paint job, but this as well is phenomenal. I cannot wait to see the complete finished product and take a look at the photo gallery when it is officially available, but as he is progressing here, this thing is just looking better and better. And then when it comes to Artic Figures, he's actually kind of got himself a little bit of a side project when he's, kind of in the process of sculpting out his upcoming Spinosaurus, but he took a break from that to sculpt out something else that he's going to be releasing. And this is a Terror Bird, as you can quite clearly see. He's got a Ken figure coming, and it looks beautiful. I love this species, and I would never in a million years have thought that at some point we would get a super articulated version of this species, but thankfully we have Artic Figures in our lives because he's been giving us some of the most incredible figures I've seen in a very long time, and this is definitely going to be another incredible figure from him, and one that personally I am extremely excited about because we just don't get enough Terror Bird figures, and we really don't get any that I can even recall that have articulation, especially like this. So cannot wait to see this one when it's finished and hopefully add it to my collection at some point in the near future. And then when it comes to Nanmu, they have unveiled an image here of the Soul of the Dragon version of their V-Rex, and it looks unreal, absolutely incredible. We have seen this sculpt before, but this is the first time we've seen it with paint on it. Can't wait to see this one when it gets released. This is an immediate pre-order from me because I loved the first few V-Rex figures they released, and this looks to be even better than those ones, and it has a really cool dynamic pose on it this time around, whereas the first time it was just kind of almost standing in a neutral position, but this time this model has a lot more life to it. And again, if you are a fan of Peter Jackson's King Kong, I really feel like this model is going to be a must-have for every collection. Definitely, again, a day one pre-order for me. And then as far as Marco Makes goes and his Mesozoic Planet line, which is basically a line of incredible dinosaur models that are dedicated to the Prehistoric Planet documentary. I have reviewed some here in the past, but we actually have another one that will be releasing. We can see it's going to be releasing very soon, as we have all the information here in this image basically telling us when it's going to be up and where you can acquire the figure, as well as again letting you know that you would want to watch the premiere of the video for the figure on Marco's YouTube channel. And man, is it amazing. This is another beautiful release from Marco, definitely one that I fully intend on adding to my collection. I have, again, the T-Rex and the Velociraptor now in my collection, so I really want to continue to build up that collection and hopefully at some point have the complete line, and this Dino Kairos is a must to do that. So definitely another purchase for me and something that I figured you guys would be interested in potentially picking up. So make sure you check out Marco's channel again on that date, wait for the video, watch the video, and then pick yourself up this beautiful Dino Kairos immediately after. And then as far as Collecta goes, we actually have a few new images of their figures. I just recently put up a video kind of promoting the new releases for 2023 from Collecta, or at least the part 1, because we usually get a few different parts of different releases that are unveiled on us. I actually have some exclusive images here to my channel to show you guys. One is the Triceratops. We have an image here kind of from the back showing off how nice the figure looks, and I actually really quite like this. It's a Triceratops defending itself from a T-Rex, and it looks really cool as far as the pose goes. We did have that really nice deluxe version, and now this one's going to be part of their Age of Dinosaurs line, which will be a smaller version, and I actually love that they've included a nice dark wash on this one, which I think helps to, really make the paint job look more lifelike, something that is definitely a huge plus to this figure. And then we also have the Hadrosaurus, and this one looks great. This angle shows off just how beautiful this figure truly is, I think. And this one, just from this one angle, this one image alone, has just jumped up so much higher on my want list. Again, the sculpt is incredible. The fact that we are getting a Hadrosaurus is incredible, but the paint job as well looks great, and this image has really solidified my excitement for this one. And then we also have the Ceratosuchops, and this one was immediately very exciting for me, and this image hasn't really done much other than grow that excitement because it's another really nice image showing off a different angle, again a slightly different angle from behind of our dinosaur, and it looks gorgeous from every angle I've seen so far. Really cool figures coming from Collecta, and I cannot wait to see what is next when it comes to their part 2 of their 2023 reveals. And then as far as Mattel goes, we have a few different images here to share with you guys. First of all, we have the Crash and Attack Ford Explorer. This was actually unveiled on us thanks to Toyopolis UK and then shared by Collect Jurassic where I had seen it. And we have a very cool Ford Explorer this time around that actually has kind of like some damage to it, like battle damage basically, and that's awesome if you ask me, because we already have a Ford Explorer in the line, but it's nice to have this different variant with damage to it. Definitely something that I will for sure be picking up. But in this set we actually also have a Velociraptor, which kind of looks similar to the Velociraptor from the Ellie Sattler set we recently had taken a look at, except we have a new version of the battle damage on this one, and you can see that it kind of lights up and stuff. Not too sure how much I like that because it's very unrealistic, I guess, but I'm sure kids will love it, and that's obviously who they're aiming that feature at, so it makes total sense. But I guess I'll have to wait until I actually see the figure in hand and in person to really judge how much I like or dislike that aspect. But on top of that, and a huge thank you goes out to JP Toys who had unveiled these images, but we have some images of some other figures that will be coming from Mattel. The first one we have already seen unveiled, but I haven't seen this image before. We have the Zooahanosaurus, and this one's interesting. It looks pretty cool actually as far as the sculpt goes. I kind of like the paint job, and overall it looks like a pretty fun release coming from Mattel. Definitely one that I personally am looking forward to acquiring. Very, very unique looking figure from Mattel. But we also have a new pterosaur species entering the Mattel line. We've got ourselves a Tupandactylus, and that is according to JP Toys, but it looks really cool as well. Again, I actually love the coloration of this one. I'm always so impressed with the fact that Mattel is so far into their line, yet they still come up with pretty nice paint schemes for their figures at times. And then the final figure that we have here is a little confusing to me because I have absolutely no idea what species it is. It almost looks like it would be some version of a Cryolophosaurus, kind of, but I don't really know. But I can say that I think the figure is pretty ugly as a whole. Definitely not a fan of whatever this thing is. It's some species of theropod that, as far as I know, we haven't had confirmation on the name of yet, but it's got an okay color scheme to it. It's just that the overall figure looks a little weird to me. You know, my opinion could change when I actually see the figure in person, but as of right now, this is one of the very few Mattel figures that I'm not all that excited about. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.